back to the ninja blade.
Alright, so here's just a compendium of a couple little things here that I missed last time. So you may have noticed that we didn't actually get anything for collecting all of those Shinobi Mojis from last time.
Okay.
But we actually have to go back to a previous mission in order to grab our weapon, our special weapon. All right, so we're gonna go back to my favorite mission, Mission 5.
The best mission.
Thankfully, in order to actually get this weapon, we don't have to replay much of it. We just have to go to the part where the timer starts. And once we grab all the Shinobi Moji, there's an extra cave that opens up across from where you have to start to get the last mites. Once we go inside, there's a mysterious new area over here. I wonder what this could be.
The Master Sword!
Considering this is an unlockable that most people won't see, I actually think this is a really well done QTE. Ken used to be a lumberjack. Mission complete. So, that was a sword that appears in every From Software game. It's called the Moonlight Sword. And it's going to appear...
Ooh.
It's appeared in quite a few, so this is the first appearance that I could find of it in an action RPG called King's Field, where it was just called the Moonlight Sword. It's also appeared in a lot of Armored Core games as just a laser sword called Moonlight. This is it in Armored Core Project Phantasma. And this is a variant of it called the LB66 Moonlight in Armored Core 5. This is it as just the Moonlight in Otogi Myth of Demons. It's a really powerful weapon that kills in one hit. It also appears in all of the Souls games as the Moonlight Greatsword, and this is the Moonlight Greatsword in Bloodborne.
Very nice From.
Alright, so here's a costume that we haven't seen yet. This is the Moon costume, and we are wearing the Shuriken emblem as well. And we're also going to be showing off the power of the Moonlight Sword, which is much like Otogi. It's not quite as powerful as it was at Otogi, but it's pretty close. So the Moonlight Sword has a special move called the Blast Core, which is a charge attack which has two levels. One that can severely damage enemies, and another that instantly kills most enemies. Like that.
Oh!
And also the fully upgraded Moonlight Sword can kill the first Pox Giant in 5 seconds. So here's another thing. So if you repeatedly fail a QTE, it will unlock an extra difficulty for you. It's called Easy Difficulty. You have to fail, I think, about 8 or 9 QTEs in order for it to activate. So Easy Mode cuts the number of QTE prompts in half, and it also makes the timing on QTEs a bit more generous. So if you notice here, if you remember how the Toteme worked before, there should have been a QTE like right about there.
Yeah, it's showing you the prompt for a longer period of time.
Yeah, and it's also showing about half the number of prompts. So this is the Pine and Crane costume. I actually used that to make I used that to make the the America Japan costume back from episode 4. I just used that and changed the RGB values. And I was also just demonstrating how powerful the Moonlight Sword could be. So here's some of the other costumes that we haven't seen yet. So this is Chrysanthemum and Chalice, which we unlocked in, I think, episodes 5 or 6.
It's very nice.
That's Sword and Moon.
It's a little more traditional.
That's Endless Flowers, another one of my favorite manly costumes. That's the evil costume.
That is a paisley.
Warrior's Creed.
All right, nice, very classy.
Mount Fuji, the greatest.
Oh, Fuji-san.
Kill, Ninja Commandment. Yokozuna, invincible.
Had to do a rave in that, yeah.
With the symbol for Yokozuna. Guardian, dignity. These all have these symbols on the chest. Shuriken, sharpshooter. This one has a target, though. Scroll, father to son. And, of course, we have, in addition to the emblems, we also have 8-bit costumes for Ken, Kanbei, Kuro, Andy Walker, and Ryoko.
I love there's a costume for Ryoko and she only shows up for like 5 minutes.
Well, she's a memorable character. She's also the first time that really shows that you can fight the hookworm. So she's important. So here are the other emblems. That's Cenobi. That's the sword emblem that we unlocked at the end there. Kurokawa Yakuza, Shinobi. That's the evil emblem, finally. Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji.
Kill. That's what we had with the clown emblem before. That's Shuriken. Scroll. And, of course, the 8-bit versions of Ken, Kanbei, Kuro, Andy, and Ryoko. I like Kuro's 8-bit version. Anyway, so...
It is kind of cool.
Here's the other QTE I wasn't able to show off in the fight against Kanbei in Chapter 8. There it is. That was something, eh?
Oh, yeah.
So there's one other thing I didn't really get to show off as well, with Kanbei's clones. I mentioned before that when Kanbei makes his clones, he's invincible. I didn't really get to show off that he could also interact with you. He's still invincible, but he can do things like break his shield. But he can also damage you. And if you stick too close to him, he can throw you.
Ooh.
And if you wait too long, he will just outright kill you. And there you go. That's Ninja Blade.
Bravo, sir.
I thought it was appropriate to end the LP on the most iconic scenario, getting our ass kicked by our dad. So, what did you think so far? You gave it like a basic overview of what you thought. Do you still think, or do your opinions still hold up from what you said over the credits?
I think it's worth a $5 pickup.
Yeah, I was actually at an EB Games recently. It was in downtown Toronto. Yeah, I'm Canadian despite my name, and I found 4 or 5 copies of this game sitting in the bargain bin for about $6 or $7 each. It was kind of sad.
Yeah, if you like these kinds of action games, if you're a fan of Ninja Gaiden, Devil May Cry, if you're collecting From Software titles for whatever reason, and they make some good games, this is worth having in your library.
If you live in Toronto and you have access to the TTC and live like near the Bathurst and Bloor area, there's plenty of copies of Ninja Blade available at the EP Games, like right near where the Bloor Hot Dog Cinema is. So if you have any idea what I'm talking about, fellow viewer, you know exactly where to look. Well, anyway, that was fun. Sorry. Sure, just excuse me for a second. I have to take this call.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Director Matthews would like to speak to you of your mission. I'm connecting him now.
I need to be sure that I read you, Agent. Please say, continue.
Continue. Look, I'm sorry, Roy. I have to go. It's no exaggeration to say that the fate of the world may be at stake, but I will come back, and that's a promise.